feel like I'm half asleep. I feel like the stress that I had yesterday with my appointment was causing like stuff to break out on my face like in less than 24 hours. I have like this big spot on my chin right in the middle. I don't break out very often anymore as I've gotten older, but I don't know, it probably didn't happen overnight, but it just feels that way because it showed up today. But it was probably just the anxiety and stress leading up to the appointment. Today is the 30th of December, and hubby is about to go to work in a little bit, and he is going to put this together for me. Oh, it's upside down. This. So we got stuff falling out. We got this one, and we may end up needing one more if we can make it work. There's like a smaller size, and then possibly we could use the same size, but I think it's going to be the smaller size. So purpose of getting said item is the system that I have going on in our pantry is just not working. And a few of the drawers slash cabinets in the kitchen, I'm just not happy with the placement of everything. After a year of living in the house, I just feel like it needs a little revamping. So that's like one of my goals for January, is to work through this. And we picked up that item that he's going to put together for our pantry. And I'm going to use it at the bottom of our pantry because it is so atrocious in there right now. Like, everything used to be organized and beautiful, and like, I mean, it wasn't like my dream pantry, but you know, you got to work with what you got. And I'm thankful that I even have a pantry because not everybody has pantries. So anyways, I'm going to put this together. It shouldn't take him too long before he goes to work. Okay, so what drives me nuts is, one, I do not like the wire shelving in here whatsoever. These last couple months, stuff has just been thrown in here, and it's just become like a nightmare. Like, things used to have like, okay, this was one thing, this was another thing, that was something else, and now it's just gotten all kind of discombobulated. The thing I don't like on the bottom is how the tubs are like on the floor. So we got this thing behind me to put that on the floor to raise things up. And then I want to get some sort of bins to go in like the smaller shelf, and then on the floor of stuff that I don't use on a regular basis, just sort of hide that. And yeah, that's what I want to do to try to clean things up a little bit. Up top, I don't mind it, I don't love it, but these two bins here have like extra canned goods and extra like food stuff, and if I'm by myself, like, they're both like heavier to lift down, and so I can't really do that. So what I want to do is try to remove those heavy bins and figure out how to put them down below here, kind of thing, and then put lighter weight stuff up there so that it's not heavy for me to lift, if that makes sense. I also need to like go through this again. Like, I'm just not loving this whole setup whatsoever. There's just a lot of stuff that like I want to do differently. A few of our drawers, I want to reorganize things. I also want to like go through and purge stuff that we haven't used. If it's been in here for a year and it's certain things that I know I'll never use again, I'm getting rid of it. If it's stuff that is just bacon related and we don't always use it, like, I'll keep it. But there's just some stuff that like I had at the old house, never used, and it's now been a year since living here, and well, over a year, and I still, if I haven't used it, it's going. Like, there's just no point whatsoever. So that's what I'm gonna do. Eventually, I would love to be able to afford to like redo the pantry and put like solid wood or some sort of solid like item to replace all the wire shelves. And I would love to like get some sort of drawers for certain things to help organize things better. I actually would like to put an outlet in there to keep like certain appliances so that I can clear them out of the bottom, because one of the things Brad and I would love to do is get one of those cabinet things that expand to get rid of the trash can here in the kitchen, because I just don't love it. Again, it's something simple and minuscule, but we saw the other day at Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever we were at, and we keep seeing it. We're like, oh, we should do that. Like, that'd be so much nicer, because we can use one of the trash cans for trash and then the other one for recyclables, because we obviously recycle. And it would just get rid of this like garbage can sitting here right next to the counter. Like, not that it's in the way, it's just, I don't know. I like the aesthetic of it not being out. That makes sense. But in order to do that, like, we need to free up some space in the cabinets. I hope this solves our problem. It was only 20 bucks, and I think the smaller one is 17. I'm pretty sure the smaller one is gonna fit on the other side, like on like the back wall here in the pantry. But they didn't have the white one in stock, so if this one works how I want it to work, then we'll go get the other one. It's basically a shoe organizer, but I'm trying to repurpose it into helping that random space on the floor in the pantry. Because to be quite honest, I also would like to get rid of the cart thing here. I thought I would love it. I don't. I can definitely use the cart thing somewhere else, so I'm not like worried about buying that. But I think it was like $10 or something, like super cheap. Like, yesterday's appointment was just a lot of emotions. I think obviously one, having the first IVF appointment that we've had in 3 years. I think that just was a lot of emotions in itself. And hearing the thought process of him mentioning to have my tubes removed, it was hard to take in for numerous reasons. And I think I might have mentioned this in the previous vlog, but being that he was our third IVF doctor and we had several miscarriages before coming to him, I'm just shocked that he didn't mention it before. And I'm shocked that the other two doctors never mentioned it before either. Because the reason we went to IVF is because I was told my tubes were blocked. It just so happens I have my annual OBGYN girl appointment coming up next week. I'm going to talk with her about it to see what she says. And I'm waiting to hear back from the other clinic that's an hour and a half away. The doctor doesn't get back into the office until next week. So I emailed them asking their thoughts on this, just because I said I did some research and I was just curious about it, just to try to compare. Because I feel like I'm like cheating on all the clinics and doctors, but like at the same time, I'm just trying to advocate for myself and trying to be proactive about getting second opinions and not just like jumping to conclusion. And I didn't even think about it, but I was like, she can do the surgery too. So I'm gonna see what her schedule is, because I did get the phone call today from Tampa General Hospital, and they are booking out into March, and my appointment would be March 20th to have the surgery with my old IVF doctor. So that's basically a month after the other clinic could do it. There's just like so much up in the air right now, and I'm just feeling very overwhelmed by it. I've been doing a lot of praying. I didn't sleep very well last night, but to be expected. I need to run to CVS anyways to pick up the script that my IVF doctor wants me to get on, which I'm fine with getting on that. I'm gonna just stop at a couple places to see what Valentine's Day decor they have out and see if there's anything to add to my collection. I think I'm gonna go to Big Lots, Dollar Tree, and maybe Bell's Outlet. I don't know, we'll see. By the way, some of y'all have been asking over on Instagram and messages, have the birds been back? Nope. But I thought I saw them, heard them They were down like the street a little bit further, but they didn't come up this way. So maybe they weren't our set of birds, because there's obviously lots of sandhill cranes in the area, but I haven't seen them in our backyard, which is sad. Making my way into Big Lots. I haven't found any Valentine stuff, but they do have Christmas left, so I'm gonna browse through. Goes down there. I don't see any Valentines, but take a look at this stuff. Okay, so Big Lots was a complete bust, but I did go into Dollar Tree. They had a few Valentine stuff. I took a really short clip. I'll insert it here. I decided I'll keep up both trees since I didn't really decorate fully for Christmas. I will keep both trees up and do 2 Valentine's trees. So I picked up some more ornaments to be able to do that in our bedroom. And they had 4 different kinds that I could find. And there's that one. And this, oh, that one. So that will give me a little craft project to work on today when I get home, and because Brad's closing. And now I'm going to run into Bell's Outlet, and then I think I'm going to run to Hobby Lobby just to see, because they just started putting out Valentine's the last time I was there. And then I'm going to head home. I didn't want to be out too long today, but I just needed to get out for a little bit. So let's go see if Bell's has anything. So Bell's was a bust. They didn't really have anything at all. Let's see what they have. So they have tons of Valentine stuff. And I was gonna get something, but it's not on sale. So I'm putting it back. I'm just gonna wait for the sale, because I don't need it right away, you know? We'll just wait. So we're gonna head out. Well, Valentine's Day stuff was sort of a bust. It is what it is. I did see a few things I liked at Hobby Lobby, but like I said when I was in the store, hopefully next week the Valentine stuff will go at least like 40% or something, because I just didn't want to. The 2 things I definitely wanted were only $2.99 a piece, but it just seems silly to me to buy it when it could go on sale pretty soon. I did stock up on these again. I have some that I have been taking. I haven't stopped taking prenatal just because it's a good multivitamin, and especially since we never really stopped, even though we did stop the last 3 years trying, obviously. But I went in to get D3 because my IVF doctor wanted me to start taking 2,000 IU a day of these. So they're buy one get one free, and that's why it prompted me just to stock up on more. Although I want to talk to my OB and see if there's one that she recommends better, because I've been taking not this one but a different brand. It's in the other cabinet, but anyways. And then I also stocked up on elderberry because they were buy one get one free, so definitely take this for trying to stay better and not get sick. And just like that, the sun is soon to be setting on the second last day of the month and the year. Crazy. My brain is just like on fire with like so much stuff. And I know eventually God will direct us in the right direction with which option we should choose. It's just a lot to take in right now, and I think the reason why it's just making it harder is because, like, I know I need this surgery, I don't know if I need to have my tubes removed. Like, that's the big question. But I know ultimately, like, I need the surgery, not just because of IVF, but for quality of life too, because I haven't had one for like 10 years, and I think honestly it's probably like 2 or 3 years overdue. But here we are. So on that note, I'm just gonna wrap things up because it's now going on 6 o'clock. It's 5:30, almost 5:40. And I need to figure out some dinner for myself. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next vlog. Thanks for coming along today. And sorry, I wish I'd shown more Valentine stuff because nobody really had anything out except for Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree. But Dollar Tree stuff is just like a lot of tchotchke stuff that I don't really need or like. Like I said, there was some stuff at Hobby Lobby that I liked, but I wasn't gonna pay full price. So I will see you soon. Take care, y'all.